Hello everyone, I'm Leonardo. This is our workshop. And this is where phones come when they stop working, or when someone wants to know the truth about what's inside. Over the past year, I've been working on improving our business and taking this project to the next level. Because in the world of repair and in entrepreneurship in general, everything is trial, error, and constant learning. So we decided to put ourselves in the hands of professionals in the field, in the hands of one of the best marketing companies at a national level, with a clear purpose to improve, to optimize, and to take this project to the level it truly deserves. Over the coming months, you will see the real evolution of this project. Because growth is not a straight line. Sometimes you make the right decisions, and other times you learn along the way. It's part of the process. Starting today, you're going to see very high-quality repairs and many professional techniques, real failures, and real solutions. No filters. Every device has a story. Some fail due to wear, others due to design, and others simply because something inside was not built to last. At the same time, I will continue strengthening this brand and guiding you along this path, sharing the knowledge, the experience, and the real process behind every repair. If you're new here, you're in the right place. Here, we're not just going to repair devices, you're also going to understand why they fail and how to fix them properly. This is MovilOne. And now, let's continue with the repair. Today, we have a Samsung A52 here, and this is a very common failure in devices that have suffered impacts. The customer confirms that after a fall, the microphone stopped working. Something stopped transmitting the signal. So now we're going to disassemble it and see what really happened. We create a small opening using an ultra-thin metal tool. The adhesive is strong, but it's no match for our tool. Then, using a plastic pick, we cut through the remaining adhesive. During the first inspection, something immediately catches our attention. Screws are missing. And part of the structural plastic is also missing. The customer was right. This device suffered a significant impact. And when the structure weakens, failures begin to appear. Now we remove all the screws from the mid-frame. It's always important to keep them organized. In some models, every screw has its own position, and every detail matters. I saw this last week on a high-end Xperia device. It had at least 5 or 6 different types of screws, each one with its own size, thread, and specific function. I was also surprised when I saw prices reaching €1,500 for Xperia devices. But let's continue with our repair. Here, we have the NFC antenna and the upper earpiece. When dust is found inside the earpiece, it's important to clean it. Over time, dirt accumulates, and eventually, it can cause permanent failures. At the bottom, we have the loudspeaker. The plastic is slightly bent, but that's not what concerns me. Based on my experience, the problem is usually located between this interconnection flex and the FPC connector. This is where invisible failures normally begin. So now we move to the microscope, and this is where the truth appears. The flex connector is practically torn off, and because of this, the device cannot transmit the microphone signal to the motherboard. Without signal, there is no audio. This is a simple repair, but only if you understand the problem and have the right tools. A small digital microscope or magnifier can make the difference between seeing the failure or never seeing it at all. The connector is practically split in two. Taking advantage of this repair, we prepare the area for the new flex. We slightly lift these small tabs. This allows the new flex to have a stronger and more stable connection. Mechanical stability is just as important as electrical connection. But here we find something else. This is the display connector, and it was also damaged by the impact. The structural plastic is broken. And honestly, it's surprising that the display is still functioning. Most likely, the main signal lines were not affected. To avoid completely replacing the FPC connector, we use an alternative method. We apply a two-component structural adhesive. These adhesives react when combined, and they create an extremely strong bond. After a few minutes, the adhesive begins to harden. These adhesives have a tensile strength between 200 and 350 kilograms per square centimeter, and they are highly resistant to vibration. This makes them an ideal solution to reinforce damaged connectors. And here we can see the result. Now it's time to test the device. When you have experience, these repairs are relatively simple. But without the proper tools, many of these failures are completely invisible. The Samsung A52 survives the repair, and the microphone works correctly again. This was today's video. We will continue building momentum and showing real repairs to help new technicians.
Hola, hola, 1-1, hola, hola. Si te ha gustado este video, dale like. Gracias. Hola, hola, 1-1, hola, hola. Si te ha gustado este video, dale like. Gracias.
And to help users understand what really happens inside their devices. Because many times, repairing is better than replacing. I'm Leonardo, and this is MovilOne. See you in the next one.